My name is Mark Arnold. I'm attending the Explorers program at Lufthansa Group, but usually I'm working at Lufthansa Cargo in the dangerous goods department in Frankfurt, and there we are checking incoming shipments that are supposed to go outside of Frankfurt if they fulfill the IATA dangerous goods regulations for air transports. When I'm at work, I usually receive shipments, and at first I check the documents of the shipments, if they are correct, if everything is filled in correctly, and afterwards I check the shipments itself, if they are damaged, if they have the right packaging, if they have the right labels, if they fulfill the regulations of the countries which they are go in or which they go out. And often we are in contact with the customers. Dangerous goods are classified as dangerous because they might harm the transport or the aircraft itself, so they can burn, they can start burning, or they might harm the passengers inside the plane or something. So there's a big variety. For example, burning liquids, dangerous flammable liquids, or radioactive substances, and also batteries. When it comes to Internet of Things devices or digital devices, you have to be aware of the batteries, because the batteries have a high chance of catching fire, and that's not good inside of an airplane. And therefore you have to fulfill strict requirements, and that's what you have to be aware of. The batteries inside are dangerous goods, and if you ship it via cargo, you have to fulfill specific requirements, and the batteries have to be on 30% of their capacity. But if you want to transport it on board as a courier or as a passenger, it's totally fine, because they have a power of less than 100 watt hours, and therefore it's allowed to bring on airplane. It's like you bring an iPad inside a plane. That's totally fine if you put it on board and as a carry-on baggage. It can fit in the cargo area if you fulfill the requirements of labeling, packaging and stuff. But on board from today, the regulations can change. They are changing every year, but for today, for 2019, it's right now allowed to put the NelumBox inside the airplane if you take it as carry-on baggage, like your hand luggage. Then it's okay. It's the same as if you would bring on a mobile phone on the plane. If the plane is airborne, you have to put it into flight mode. So the mobile functions should be disabled, and then it's totally fine. The modern planes have a GSM module installed already, so you can already today call while inside the plane. It has to be ensured that mobile devices don't harm the electrical parts of the plane due to electromagnetic radiation, and as a passenger or as operator of the plane, you can't always ensure that every passenger has or every digital device of the passenger fulfills these requirements, and therefore it's always better to just turn it off and be sure that nothing can harm the electrical devices on the side of the airplane. You're welcome. Thank you for having me here.